I just go down and do that. Oh man, would this be a candle show YouTube video if I didn't drop anything and make a lot of noises?
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel a chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, it can't be replaced. So go now, you do.
Hey humans, welcome back to another video. So today I'm doing a detailed video on my everyday makeup look. If you guys are new, my name is Kiana Lachelle. If you guys are not new, welcome back, my humans. But if you guys want to see how I got this look, the products that I use, the brushes as well, just keep watching. Okay, so let's get right to the video. If you heard in the intro, we are doing my everyday makeup look, and you guys, I've perfected it and it actually doesn't take me too long. Why do I do this every time? I always start and I always think I'm fully prepped and then end up not being fully prepped. Those are all the way down at the bottom. That is crazy. I cannot believe that that is all the way at the bottom like that. Okay, so we're gonna tie these on out the way. All right, boom, 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 bam. All right, so with my everyday look, I don't wear foundation. I've already prepped my skin. I put on, I've cleaned my face, treated my face. I have put my moisturizer and my sunscreen on, and I've already prepped my eyebrows because we all know that takes me a long time to do. So I'm just going to sculpt up my eyebrows real quick, and that was way too much. I do not need that much. I go in with my Pro Concealer in the color Cool Tan. Is that gonna focus? That is gonna focus, and it's in the color Cool Tan, but I don't know if you guys can see that. And I'm also going to mix a little bit of Miss Juvia's Place. And this is in the number 18. We're gonna mix a little bit of that just because this Cool Tan is a little too dark for my skin tone, but I want it to match. And you guys, I only use 10 brushes. I don't have to do too much. So I'm gonna also go in with my Morphe M432. Is that gonna focus? It is gonna focus. This is what it looks like. It's more like just like a flat, I call it a flat concealer brush. I don't necessarily know what it's actually called, but that's what I call it. I mix the two colors together to get a color that matches my skin tone the most, and we're just gonna sculpt out my eyebrows. I do my eyebrows after I do everything, but I always like to sculpt them first. So we're just gonna sculpt out the eyebrows real quick. Because they've already been prepped. I use my Got2b glue and my lock gel. Remember last year, maybe it wasn't last year, maybe it was a couple of years ago, when I tried that dupe with edge control for sculpting the eyebrows. Yeah, I still use it, but I actually mix it with my Got2b glue because it doesn't leave that really weird film that Got2b glue does. So I do it with that. Why does my eye hurt right here? It burns a little bit. Ooh. What did I do? I must have cut myself and didn't realize it. Ooh, excuse me, that was foul. I also already got my beauty blender wet because we all know my slow ass will forget to get the beauty blender wet. So we're just gonna sculpt these out. I want like a fluffy natural look, so I'm not gonna do too much, and I'm also not gonna sculpt the top of these. Also, you guys, if I haven't already zoomed in, I do plan on zooming in so you can kind of see what I'm doing right now. But I'm not going to sculpt out the top because I want them to look as natural as possible. And then with the rest of what I have on my hand, I'm just going to get my lid fully covered with the concealer because we're going to use this as kind of like a base so that my freaking lids don't, you know, crease up too much. When I put on my eyeshadow, I'm not gonna actually do too much. We're probably gonna do just like a really natural neutral look on the eyes, because for every day I don't normally wear eyeshadow, but I do like to put a little bit of eyeshadow on just to define the like my eyelids so they don't look real ghostly. So we're actually gonna do that next. All right, cool beans. I have set not set, but I have prepped the eyebrows. I'm liking how they're looking, and I'm not gonna do too much. I don't want to do anything more than that, because once I start doing too much, it starts looking bogus. So I'm also gonna go in with my Real Techniques brush in the number 300. We're gonna go with this. This is the only brush that we're using on the eyes. This is technically a Deluxe crease brush. I use it all for the whole thing. If you can find one good brush to do your eyes, you're good to go. So what I like to start off and do is use the powder that I'm going to use to set my whole face. I like to use a packed powder. What is it called? Not a packed powder, a pressed foundation powder. I am going in with the color Havana from JUVIA'S place. If you saw the review, you guys know that I am obsessed with this. I really did love the quality of this, and I've been using it every day. Fenty, who still love you, Rihanna. I still love you, but I like this more than that one. It's also cheaper. So I'm just gonna put it all over the lid. I'm also going to put it where I sculpted out my eyebrows, just so it could blend a little bit more and look more. I don't want it to look natural, because I mean, I am wearing makeup, so you're gonna know I have on makeup, but I do want it to blend a little bit more. I don't know, when I was younger, like when I first started doing makeup, I really loved like the super light highlight under the eyebrow. Hate it now. I don't like how it looks on me. I think it looks terrible. So yeah, no, we don't do that. So I'm just going to make sure I buff all of this out, and I'm gonna blend. So boom, that's really all I do. With the eyes, I use just my foundation powder, and then what I'm gonna do is to kind of just like give me a little pizzazz in the eyes. I'm gonna go in with my Black Radiance Complexion contour palette from light to medium. Okay, full focus. And I'm so sorry, you guys, all my stuff is really dirty. I use it, but I'm actually gonna go in with the Sculpt and Sculpture color, this middle color. That's what I'm gonna go in with. I'm just gonna tap it a couple of times, pat off the excess, and I'm going to put it like right here in my, I think this is considered the crease, kind of, but like my outer crease. I'm gonna put it right here. Yeah, I like how that looks. And then I start off with a little bit of product and kind of build on top of it, because I don't want to do too much. I just want to do just enough. So I'm gonna continue like going back and forth from patting this to not patting this to building it. It's kind of a process. I personally like to say that I don't know how to do eyeshadow. I just kind of do whatever I want to do. And if I like it, I like it. Most of the time, if I don't like it, I'm still gonna wear it because I took the time to do it. I'm gonna go out the house because I don't feel like redoing my makeup. I think there has maybe been, I actually like how this looks in the bigger mirror. I have maybe done this, washed off my makeup once because I actually hated it, and then redid it, and then I told myself I was never gonna do that again because I hated how my face felt after. I did all of this work to have to wash my face, have to redo it. My face felt so raw. That's why I don't really batch create, because my face be feeling terrible after I do that. And if I do batch create, I'll like make sure I have like at least a good 2-3 hours in between when I do a makeup look, because I hate how my eyes be feeling after I'm done. Alright, so I have kind of, I don't know, I feel like I have enhanced my eyes. I didn't do too much. I did like just enough, just a little. And then to bring a little bit of color in there, I like to go in with this Black Radiance bronzer. It's in the color GingerSnap. Are you gonna focus? Are you gonna work with me today? Work? No, it's not gonna work. But this is the color. But you guys, I think they discontinued this. I cannot find it anymore, but I've had this for like 6 years, and I know it's super old, and don't judge me, judge your mama, because I'm still gonna use it because it still works. I don't waste makeup over here. My nose can run, it'll be fine. I have allergies, I'm used to it. But I use a little bit, and then I kind of put, okay, that's a lot of it. That's not a little bit, but that's okay. I like to put it right here and right here just to kind of blend everything. So So that's what I'm gonna do right here, just to kind of blend it all. And then I'm gonna make sure, oh my, I put it all over my lid. Boom. And we're actually not done with the eyes. I like to do something right after I'm done with all of my makeup, but I like to do this just so I don't have any fallback under my eyes. So that's basically kind of mostly the eyes. I still gotta do one more step in my mascara, but that's pretty much it what I do for the eyes. So then we're just gonna go right into the face. Like I said, I don't wear any foundation when I do my everyday makeup look, just because I don't have the time to do that, and it's hot as hell outside now. And I don't know, I've gotten really into like my skincare and taking care of my skin more. Granted, it might not be showing right now because I didn't wash my face for 2 days. We're not gonna talk about that, but yeah. But I've been really into like my skin, taking care of my skin, and I really like how I look without foundation. I feel like my foundation looks more flawless in a way without foundation. So I like doing it, and it's also really easy. My routine, when I'm not like explaining it in detail to you guys, maybe takes me 25 minutes, 30 minutes tops if I'm trying to do too much with the eyes, but 20 minutes tops, really easy. So I'm also gonna go back in with my JUVIA'S Place concealer in the number 18, and then I'm gonna go back in with the Pro Concealer in the color Cool Tan. And what I like to do with both of those is, okay, don't do too much. I do the inner corners, the outer corners, and then I put that Cool Tan right in the middle, just because I don't want it to be too bright, but I still want to give that brightness. So what I'm going to do is blend it out. No, I'm not going to blend it out. I'm not going to blend it out. I don't know why I did that. I'm going to let this dry for like 2 minutes. I always forget to do that stuff. I'm going to let it dry for 2 minutes, and as I'm letting it dry, I'm going to start doing my eyebrows. Just because I try to make this as fast as possible because I wake up late and we gotta get to work on time. So I'm just going to kind of draw some hair strokes in the eyebrows. I have so much mucus in my body, you guys, and I'm trying not to make that really ugly noise, and yeah, but my allergies are taking my tail. I'm just gonna do short eyebrow strokes, kind of angling it like this. Just so I can kind of fill in the spaces on my eyebrows. Like I said, I don't really like to do too much when I'm doing my everyday makeup look because I want them to look really fluffy and natural, and then I feel like the more I go into it, the darker they become, the more glam they look, and I don't really want all that. I really am here for the fluffy, like laminated look. And we're trying not to use the B word in 2023 because that will manifest. But I personally cannot afford to get my eyebrows laminated, and I'm too scared to do them all by myself. So we're gonna stick with the got to be glue and the hair gel because one, it's cheaper, I can use it for longer, and I have no fears when I use it. I thought about laminating my own eyebrows and then just got completely scared and never wanted to do it ever again. Another reason why I mix my got to be glue and my locking gel together to do my eyebrows is because I can still move my eyebrow hairs. They're not like stuck, because I don't want them to be stuck, but I still, you know, want them to be there. I played myself. I just realized I forgot to do primer. It's a little too late now because we've already started with the concealer, but this is normally what I go in with. This is like a trial size of the Fenty Beauty, what is this? The Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r. This is the little size. This is what it is. I believe it comes bigger than that. I got a sample of it and I love it, and I'm like trying my hardest not to use all of it, but I do that all the time. I'll play myself and I'll forget to put my primer on, so we'll see how long this lasts for the day. I'm gonna be oiled up in like 6 hours, but it might not oil up if I just set it properly with powder. So I'm just gonna blend these two out under the eye. And I like to tell people, shoot, when they say you beat your face to the gods, you're literally beating your face, because I be beating the crap out of my face. So I'm gonna make sure I blend all this out. I'm trying to get really, like, I'm trying to do better with blending out everything. I lacked that a lot when I started doing my makeup. Ew, what is that? Oh, I don't have a tweezer here. No! What is that? Dang. Okay, well, I think I got it off. Kinda. And oh my Lanta. There we go. And the reason I like to let this dry, my concealer dry, is because I feel like I get a better coverage when it dries. And I learned this from Jackiana. I don't know if she learned this from somebody else, but that's where I learned it from, Auntie Jackie. So I'm always give her the props for it because that's where I learned it from. But yeah, so we're just gonna keep blending this out. And what I also like to do is bring my concealer onto my nose, just because I'm going to be contouring my nose, but it's not gonna be anything like serious. That's gonna be real simple, real simple. Ugh, I didn't want to do that, gross. My nose is running, probably because my makeup's old, but it's okay. So I'm gonna go in with my Morphe, I like to call it my Morphe contour brush, but I don't know the number in this because this came from the MUA Life brush set. If you guys watch my review, you know that one of my cons was it doesn't tell you what brush this is, because I know this is a brush from the Morphe collection that they just put in here, but they didn't put the, you see that? All it says is Morphe. If you see it, like that don't help me. So I like to go in with my black Radiance. I'm gonna use the last one. It's called Contour. So I just do 2 taps. I like to brush it off, and I like to start from like where my cheekbone starts. So I always try to feel for my cheekbone and then I go up. I never want it to be too low. That's what I learned from all the YouTube videos I've done. So I like to do soft taps so it doesn't have like a really dark what am I trying to say, a dark streak. And then I like to blend it into my forehead. And then I've also learned when I started doing my makeup, I would hold it like this. Now I hold it right at the base, like I'm writing something, because I feel like I have a better grip when it's like this. So I actually am not going to put any more product on my brush for this side, at least, just because I don't want it to get too dark. And I try to keep it up because I never want to bring it down, because we're trying to make these whatever it is become higher. I guess that's what it's called. Y'all are playing. Oh, y'all in the pool. It's a perfect day to go outside in the pool because it's not super hot outside. It's like maybe 80 degrees now. So light taps, kind of drag it in, and then I'm gonna put it on my forehead. And I think this is all I'm actually going to do for my forehead, because that was just enough product from both sides to do. And then I like to get a little bit on my jawline. I just use the excess. I don't put too much on there just because I don't even know if this works. It's just a part of my routine. Oh, it does. Oh, it's doing it. I see it now. I can see it in my monitor. I can't see much like in this little bitty camera that comes with the camera, but like when I use my monitor, I can see a lot of stuff in detail like you guys can see. So I like to do that. So boom, we're done with that. Like I said, really easy. It's going really fast. Okay, and then I like to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Leaf Finishing Powder. This is what it looks like, and it's in the color Medium Deep. Bear with me, I have a process to my illumination. So I like to set first with this loose powder. I'm going to use a brush. I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques number 402. Are we going to focus? I don't know, it might be too pink. But I'm going to go in with this, and I will also have everything in my down below. Yeah, I'll link everything so that you guys can be able to get all of these if you want to. So I go in with this brush. I use the cap to get all of the excess, and then I set the under eye with it because I want it to be bright, but like I don't want it to be too bright. And then I also go in and set my nose a little bit. Dang, my phone is jumping. Don't nobody ever want to talk to me, but every time I do a YouTube video, everyone want to start texting me. And I didn't even put on my mass text to like the people that actually talk to me to let them know that don't text me. I should have put my phone on do not disturb. Alright, so that is what I do with that. I'm gonna go in with this Vostopy angled brush. This is what it looks like. There are no numbers on this, so I have no idea like how to tell you what it's supposed to do, but I will link the brush set that I got it from. I did a review on this, I think last year. Did I do it last year? I think so. So I go in with the contour color from my Black Radiance contour palette, tap off the excess, and I start here and I go down just to give my nose a little bit of definition. And I never know if I'm doing this right because I'm not a professional makeup artist, all right? I am just a person that learned how to do their makeup, that just likes doing their makeup. I be liking how my makeup turn out, and a lot of people be liking how this be turning out, so that's all I do. I just go down and do that. Oh man, would this be a Camera Show YouTube video if I didn't drop anything and make a lot of noises? And then now I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender, and I'm gonna go in with the Essence Bright Up Banana Powder. This is in the color, does it say Banana? It says Banana. That's the color. This is a gem, a hidden gem. This shit is only $6 with taxes. And it's a bomb. I love it so much. So I just go in with my beauty blender, and then I'm just going to go right over what I just set on the under eye. You see how it's like bright, but it's not too bright? Like I said, I perfected it, because before I used to look like super bright. It used to look crazy. So I'm gonna go in with that. I'm gonna put a little bit down my nose, and then I'm gonna set around my mouth area. I'm going to kind of sculpt this out just a little bit. Gonna do the other side, and you guys, I promise we're almost done. I think we have like 3 more steps. And then I'm gonna do a little bit on the forehead. Oh, that might be too much. That might be more than a little. No, that's good. Just to kind of control my oils, because I produce so much oil. And then boom, I'm gonna go in with my BH Cosmetics blush palette. It's called the Glamorous Blush Palette. I don't know if they sell this anymore. I doubt that they sell this anymore, but I'll try to find the closest thing to this to be able to link below. I got this when I was 16. My mom got it for me when I got into makeup. She got me a whole bunch of stuff. So this is one of them. And I was one of the girls that didn't believe that black girls wore blush, so I never used it. Now I'm obsessed with blush. You couldn't pay me enough to not wear no blush, okay? The blush always completes the look. So I'm gonna go in like with this right here with this coral color, and then I'm also gonna be using my Real Techniques 407 brush. Clearly you see I be blushing it up, and this one actually is a multitask brush. I feel like this is supposed to be made for like powder contour and, you know, powdering your face up. I use it for blush just because the blush brush, I've used the blush brush to do my powder. So you don't have to listen to what the brush says. If you like how it works, you like how it works. So we're just gonna do a couple of pats, more than a couple of pats, because I'm about to go real overboard with this blush, because like I said, I love blush. And I have it, I like to do my blush before I put my actual foundation powder on, just because it kind of mutes the color a little bit. So I'm gonna smile, and I'm just gonna put it on the cheek, the apples of my cheeks and my cheekbones. I like to bring it up. And normally what I will do is I'll bring the blush into my eyeshadow, but because I have eyeshadow on, I don't want to do too much. And then I like to bring mine over here on the nose just to get kind of like that sun-kissed look. So that's what we're going to do for the blush. And then to finish it all, I'm going to go in with my big fluffy Morphe brush. I have no idea what this number is because, like I said, this came from the Anyway Life brush set. But this is what it looks like. It's humongous. I love a really big fluffy brush. So I'm just going to go in with my JUVIA'S Place foundation powder in the color Havana. And we are just going to set all of this. I like to put it in my ears too, just to make sure everything looks the same. And then to finish it off, before I put my setting powder on, I like to go in with my Too Faced brow wig. This is what it looks like, and it's in the color dark, in the color dark brown. I hope you guys can see that. If you can, it's going to be linked below. And then I just like to, make sure there's not too much product on there. I just like to brush everything up to kind of finish it up. What time is it? Ooh, doing good on time because I gotta catch the bus to go to work. All right, now we're gonna set everything. I'm gonna go in with Miss Milani Make It Last Original. This is my go-to setting spray. I love this. I'll never stop using it. It just, yeah, so. And gross, because my slow ass cannot find my fan. We're gonna use the top of this blush palette cover because it's broke. Because I've had it for almost 10 years. I've had it for more than 10 years actually. Because I'm 27. I ain't even 26. We had this for 11 years. So we're just gonna wave this. And now I'm just gonna do my mascara. And then this might take a little bit of time, so my camera will possibly die because I only have about 3 more minutes to be able to do this. And I will come back with the finished look. So I'll be right back, you guys. All right, so let me put my nose ring. This is the final look. I know I didn't tell you guys the mascara that I use. I actually go in with the NARS Climax Extreme. This is what I'm on right now. I know earlier I said I'm on Rare Beauty, love them both, but this, it does something to the eyelashes. Look at my eyelashes though. Because I don't really wear falsies like that anymore, and I don't wear strips unless I'm doing like a super glam look, but this is the end result. This, when I say I do this, I don't do this every day, but I at least do this 4 to 5 times out of the week, simply because I work in skincare, so I don't want to wear too much makeup, but I do still like to wear makeup when I go to work just because I'm working at SEPHORA's, I'm working at Ulta's. I don't like to look barefaced every day, so this is just my everyday look. It gives me this a nice, clean, sun-kissed look. I hope you guys all enjoyed. This is like the first time I've done like an extreme detailed video where like everything will be down below, everything will be linked below. Very much so excited. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video because baby, I look good. I look good. And I'm about to get ready for work, so love you all. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, humans.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel a chemistry. I won't let no one